My fellow Kenyan, do you think people like Gathoni wa Mushomba attending in absentia the launching of DCP, a Murima-based political party, was coincidental or rather by design? And of course, if you ask me, I strongly believe her missing during the party launching was rather by design. Now listen, I greatly anticipate that some and most of Murima leaders from the Mount Kenya bloc are likely to begin deassociating themselves with the Murima Crusader, and this may be extensively due to their own sinister political reasons. And if you ask me, why and who would decide picking a fight against the former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua, I see none other than the son of Jomo, the former president Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta may orchestrate a divide and rule tactic just for him to remain the de facto Mount Kenya kingpin. And some of these leaders who are likely to fight the former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua most are serving in the present government. And I see a string of possibilities that they may use sinister reasons like we cannot be led by Gachagua simply because he is currently barred from holding public office. They are going to blame it squarely on Rigathi Gachagua that even if President William Samoei Ruto wants to work with the entire Mount Kenya region, how is he going to call the former deputy president on the negotiating table, and yet he is currently barred from holding public office? My fellow Kenyan, when that time comes, I kid you not, they are likely to announce the son of Jomo, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, as their Murima kingpin and leader. But again, one thing I'm sure of is that with the rise in political animosity in the Mount Kenya bloc, any leader who is going to preach anti-Gachagua slogans in the Murima bloc, I kid you not, he is likely to be sent home. Gachagua is currently a force to reckon. How I wish that they should not underestimate him exactly the same way President William Samoei Ruto underestimated his then deputy, and currently Rigathi is becoming a stumbling block to his own re-election. And I know, as a matter of fact, the former deputy president knows all this and is currently waiting to decampaign any leader who will go against him in the Murima bloc. Essentially, when I see people like Gathoni wa Mushomba blowing both hot and cold, then that gives me all the telltale signs that she could be used by the Kenyattas to gain back their supremacy in the Mount Kenya region. But one thing that I love about the former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua is that he is now a political graduate of both the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga and President William Samoei Ruto. And inasmuch as he is currently barred from holding any public office, I see him as a man who wants to have a say in the government of the day and any other government to come, not specifically by him being able to hold a public office, but rather have a say from his Wamunyoro residence. And that is exactly what I see him currently fighting by hook or crook so that he can achieve it. And if so be the case, either way, he is likely to bring it to its materialization. Because whether he achieves his dream of unseating President William Samoei Ruto in the next general election, or he manages to fill all the parliamentarian positions from the entire Mount Kenya bloc, it is likely to be a win-win situation for him, because in either ways, he is likely to have a say in the next government to be formed. So long story short is that if he succeeds in unseating President William Samoei Ruto in the next general election, then that is to mean that whoever he will have supported, he will, one, be the kingmaker, and two, he is likely to have a say in the government that is going to be formed by whoever he will have supported. And either way, even if he will not succeed in unseating President William Samoei Ruto, but if he will manage to field close to 80 to 100 members of parliament from the Mount Kenya region, then I kid you not, he will also have a say in the next government to be formed. And that is to mean that in either ways, it remains a win-win situation for him. But from where I sit, let us just obey the doctrine of Recep Salokthar as we wait to see how the political undoings are going to unfold. And as I come to the penultimate part of this episode, that has just been my opinion. If by any chance you do have a contrary opinion to mine, you can as well just feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll give them a right of reply. And by any chance, if you've been watching my videos and you've not subscribed, you can as well just consider hitting on the subscribe button. Thank you, and may God bless you.